Hi, it is me, Empress Shay. I'm back with you it's Saturday, so I'm here to do our cosmic reading. Back to tap into the energy, the alignment, and the deeper truth of what is unfolding for us collectively. So, welcome to the Cosmic Energy Reading, where we don't just look at the cards, we align them with the movement of the universe because everything happening above is shaping what's happening within you and me. So, right now, we are moving through the powerful energy of Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries. And this is not a light energy, it's about dissolving illusions, stepping into truth, and building a real alignment identity. So today's reading is here to help you understand what's shifting in your life and see what needs to be released. And most importantly, show you how to move forward in alignment and not just confusion. Not confusion. We don't want that. So because of if this message has reached you, it's not by accident. It is definitely the universe has been trying to get your attention, and now you are finally in position to hear it. So let's tap in. Tap in to this energy and see what it has to say for us today. Let's get it.
I've been dreaming in the dark where the silence speaks. Visions in my spirit, but they feel out of reach. Neptune got me floating in a world unseen.
Hello. We are here for the Saturn Neptune weekly spread. Okay. On Saturn Day. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Ooh, all right. What we got? We have the awakening is the Knight of Cups. The awakening is the Knight of Cups. And then we have the illusions dissolving, the Two of Wands. Seen that one before. And spiritual responsibility is the Death card, Scorpio energy. We had that Scorpio Full Moon, all right? Okay, here. And then we have the Courage point, and that is the Nine of Swords, that resilience. Nine of Swords, Courage point. And the dream becoming real is the Eight of Pentacles. The structure required is going to be the Chariot, of course. All right, then. And then the path forward, Empress. All right. Yes, I'm loving it. All right, I'm loving this. Wow, guys. This is spiritual embodiment. That's what it is. It's spiritual embodiment. The overall theme is it feels like rebirth with that death card, that Scorpio energy, right? It feels like rebirth through discipline, where emotional truth Identity shifts and consistent action meet with that Death card, the Chariot, and the Empress. We have three major arcanas, which signals a pivotal turning point for the collectives. This is not surface level change. This is definitely identity level transformation. I want to talk about these planetary alignments first because the planetary alignments, these are the ones that support this reading. And I want to ground that into what actually is happening energetically. Because we have that Scorpio full moon. That Scorpio full moon energy aligns perfectly with the Death card. This is deep release, shadow work, emotional truth, and rebirth. You're being asked to shed what you've outgrown completely. This is why illusions of that Two of Wands are dissolving. You cannot any longer plan a version of yourself that isn't aligned with your truth. Can't any longer do that. Okay? It's not something that we're able to do any further. No longer can you plan a version of yourself that is not aligned with your truth. And then that Mars in Aries square Jupiter in Cancer. The Mars in Aries, all about action, urgency, and courage, is supported by that Nine of Wands and the Chariot. And then Jupiter in Cancer, all about emotional expansion, healing, protection, the square tension between action versus emotional safety. Those two planets are squaring, and the energy is bringing tension between action and emotional safety. This shows up as wanting to move forward, but feeling emotionally triggered or unsure. Being pushed to act despite discomfort. This is your courage point. The Nine of Wands. You're tired, but you're not done. That resilience, the courage point is that resilience card, the Nine of Wands. And the energy in that is saying, it's just like when you are really, really tired, but you're not finished. You're not finished and you want to finish this. And then we have the year of the fire horse energy. That fast-moving destiny energy. That bold decisions, independence, and no more waiting. This fuels that Eight of Pentacles with that mastery through repetition and the Chariot card from the forward movement and no hesitation. You're not here to think about it anymore. You're here to become it. And then that Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries, it's the deeper alignment. This is where it gets powerful. because we have that energy of Neptune is dissolving those illusions. And we also have the Two of Wands that showed up for that. The Two of Wands and the Knight of Cups has that same dissolving of illusion energy. And then Saturn is demanding structure. And for that energy of Saturn demanding structure, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Chariot card. And then Aries is pushing identity and action. And the same energy is in the Nine of Wands, the Resilience card, and the Chariot card of moving forward. This spread is a perfect mirror of that alignment. So in the awakening position, we have the Knight of Cups. You are awakening to your emotional truth and soul calling. Not fantasy, but what actually moves you. Your emotional truth and soul calling. And then the Two of Wands is the illusion dissolving. And this is saying that you are releasing safe plans, waiting for the perfect moments, playing small in your vision. You're releasing that. And then the Death card is in the position of spiritual responsibility. And that's Saturn saying you can't carry the old identity into your new reality. That is what the Death card is saying in that position. You cannot carry your old identity into the new reality. This is full ownership of your transformation. Full transformation and owning it. And then the Nine of Wands in the position of the courage point is just saying that you're exhausted. But this is the final stretch. This is the final stretch energy. That's the courage point. That is the courage point energy. It's the energy of being exhausted. But this is the final stretch. You see the finish line. You're right there. It's the final stretch. That's the courage point energy. So then when you get to the Eight of Pentacles, which is in the position of the dream becoming real, that's the Neptune energy that gives that vision. But it's Saturn saying, now do the work daily. That Eight of Pentacles energy of daily doing the work. Daily. Getting up early daily to go for your morning walk or to meditate, to journal daily, working on yourself daily until it just becomes ingrained. A total ingrained part of your life. And then the Chariot. That Chariot in the structured, required position. That is discipline. It's emotional control and focused direction. which is discipline. You cannot be scattered here. You have to be focused and have emotional control. And lastly, the Empress card in the path forward position. This is your new reality embodied. It's abundance, it's creativity, it's receiving alignment. You don't chase with this energy. You become it. You don't chase it. You become it. So this week is asking you to release who you were. And that's from that death card energy. It's also asking you to stay committed even when you're tired. That's the Nine of Wands energy. Another thing that we have to do this week is build daily. That's that Eight of Pentacles energy. Build daily, daily mastering your craft, daily mastering whatever it is that you are doing. Build daily. We also need to move with intention, and that's the chariot energy. Move with intention and trust what is growing, and that's that Empress energy. Trust what's growing. Because if you are releasing who you were, if you're staying committed even when you're tired, and you're building daily working on what it is that you're trying to master, if you are moving with intention, which if you're doing all those things, you are moving with intention, then you're going to trust what's growing. This is the dream becoming real energy in motion. These are the steps to your dream becoming real. That's the dream becoming real. Energy in motion. That is exactly what that is. I just spelled it out for you in the cards, okay? So it's so powerful. It really is. Let's just take a moment and just let that soak through. Breathe. Breathe that in. That's it right there. That is the recipe. That is the ingredients. And if this message has reached you, it's because something within you is ready to fully step into alignment. This is not a week of hesitation. This is a week to be moving, to be mastering, to go after it with all the gusto that you have. Because this week is the honor of transformation that is ready to happen within you. The transformation is happening. It's happening. Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries, healing portal, is still live on the channel. And it was created specifically for moments like this. Because each day, the portal gives you a guided cosmic lesson. It gives you practical daily routines to embody that shift that's happening within you. It also gives you journal prompts to unlock that clarity. It gives you affirmations to reprogram your reality. This isn't just content. This is transformation. This is transformation you can participate in daily. Because this alignment isn't about watching your life change. It's about actively becoming that version of you that your future requires. So the weekly collective reading drops every Thursday. We have with that a zodiac forecast that follows, and it's breaking the energy down for each sign. Then our cosmic reading is this one, and it drops every Saturday for Saturn Day. And if you want to go further, book a reading with me on my Etsy shop. The link is in the description. Tap in, feel it, and move to it. Join that dance challenge and tag me. And you are not waiting for your life to change. You are the one changing it. Be gentle with yourself, because life is about the journey, not the destination. And don't hold yourself back. Enjoy your life. Go for your dreams. Because life isn't about staying where it's comfortable. It's about becoming who you were always meant to be. And this has been Empress Shay, and you have yourself a wonderful rest of your day.
Mm-hmm.